Oh no, it's Mistydolphin back with more of Date Everything, so let's get back into it.
You know, this is the only room in the house where there are two of me staring. Pretty neat, eh? I think it's neat.
Trying to figure out which Dorians I haven't talked to yet.
These doors here, rather than you may try to have both sides of me open. Always happy to help. Now you've done it. You're thinking of getting involved with some of the biggest miscreants round here. Eddie, Volt, Tony. They're all tough ones to keep a hold of. Don't stay out too late in this general vicinity. I'm warning you. I'm here to protect. To keep the bad ones out and the good ones in. But with this particular locale, I feel like I'm keeping the bad ones safely away from everyone else.
Look who it is! Do you want to see what's going on outside? Come by for some natural light? You look like you could use it. I'm glad you're here with me too.
Your friend Windolin updates you with all the latest of the outside world, and you gab about it for hours.
Ah, Cherub. There you are. I am quite glad that you've returned. I've been sitting on some very big thoughts, and I haven't had the opportunity to express them until now. And as you can imagine, sitting on anything big for a long period of time makes me antsy. And you even got me to weep openly, which is something that only those with the most exclusive of backstage passes ever get to see. Points. So, to begin, I've been thinking about you. Did you know that you can be unbelievably annoying? Oh yes, frustrating to the point of nausea. But I have to tell you, I like it. I know, that expression on your face. I'm assuming it's shock, yes? Good for me. I thought so. I'm accustomed to seeing mostly awe, admiration, love, worship, etc. on the faces of folk in my audience, so I'm trying to get better at deciphering facial expressions that aren't that. Anyway, you're annoying, and I also like you. And I appreciate your, well, let's just call it what it is, friendship. So I'm wondering if you'd like to officially call yourself my friend. Do it we shall. The friendship, I mean, nothing else. Oh, nothing more. I mean, dear Barbara, you know what I mean.
Shadowlord greets you in his own unique fashion, throwing his arms open wide as he calls out to you.
The lights dim and the shadows reign supreme. The doors of the abyss open for yours truly. Ah, a dark day to you, my pen. Evidence of my power returning. During our previous exchange, you questioned if our discussion was monumental in any way. Now, observe closely. Come to me, servants of the night!
Shadowlord stands stock still, arms spread wide with his head tilted up. He seems to be waiting for something.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
He starts, turning to look at something you can't make out. He points triumphantly.
There. Do you feel them?
You feel a tickle at your leg.
These many-legged, mischievous nocturnal critters hide in the dark until true darkness. Then they prey at their peak in the shadows. Do you believe me now? Witness my power! Witness my mercy! Begone, you pests!
With a swipe of his clawed hand, Shadowlord scatters his insect minions away into nothingness.
There! They shall not intrude your presence again. I am merciful for your thankness, granted human. Most merciful of thankness, most bountiful. I have to say, Penumbra, I'm quite surprised. Your unfamiliarity of the dark is unexpected. This resistance to the colligiosity must be reversed. Perhaps your soul is not attuned properly. Training is in order. Yes. Conversation will keep darkness in our mind tempered and in our control. Just as you participate in the labors of light, surely you partake in the leisures of darkness as well. What activities do you enact in the shadows? Regale me with every detail, Penumbra. What is that? That sounds incredibly sad. Why do you do this in the dark? Fascinating. I can't speak to the merits, if any, of this activity, but I can part with you some words to remember by. Even in your loneliest moments, you are a god. In darkness, I will be there to remind you as such. In light, you walk with your shadow. A shadow can only imitate its source. Meaning, everything that's wonderful about you is always there, even if you don't realize it.
Shadow Lord seems taken aback, rubbing one clawed hand at the back of his shadowy neck.
I didn't mean anything by that. Obviously, I am grateful to you for providing me more insight into your life. Behold, our corrupted bond grows. Oh.
He exhales, his hands tightening into fist before throwing his arms open once more. You're beginning to grow used to this routine with him.
I feel it. Another piece of my dark armament. It courses through my once dazed body, rejuvenating to the next stage. Excellent. My form is stronger, yet still incomplete.
Your question seems to catch him entirely off guard.
Oh. We'll have to resume the ritual another night. I must become more adept to this newly returned strength. Until next time, Penumbra. Oh, and I do hope you have a pleasant rest. You'll need to conjure as much void aura as you can for our next ritual.
Gentlemen, and here you are. Excellent. How are you, Cam?
Oh, you know me, Memoria.
Yes, I do. Perhaps better if we answer that question in private, dear. And Art?
I'm amazing. I saw a bit of green in the sky this morning. I can't even tell you. I almost fell over. I almost literally fell over. Fabulous day thus far.
Wonderful. I saw that green too. Reminded me of a chemical spill. You both know what we're about here? The long-awaited cleanup has at last begun.
Oh, sweet. Looks like I'll be scoring big today then.
Not so fast, Cammy. I'm sure there are some treasures buried up here that would be better suited to my unique talents.
There will be more than enough for both of you, I'm sure. There are years' worth to go through, after all. As long as it doesn't all end up on my plate again when the process is through, I couldn't care less. I'll keep it simple. I'll pull something, and you, my human darling, will decide whether it goes to Cam or to Art.
And we're grateful for the chance to discover a lost masterpiece.
Or a fossilized shoelace. That would be badass.
Yes, we're all excited and happy and goody-goody whatever. We're starting now. Try to focus. And boys, just sit over there unless we need you. Your zany antics are a distraction I can ill afford.
Yes, ma'am.
This poster. Bruno Jar's The Moonshine Jug Tour. I remember when you brought this back. I was disturbed. You were so happy. I believe it was this concert where you got that stick-on tattoo in the bathroom. What was it? A rose? Barbed wire? Dripping blood, one hopes. So, what shall we do with it? I'm scowling, but I can't. Enough house and oh, I suppose. Don't think you'll be What would you like to do?
Nice.
What a perspective. I'd be surprised. And we're going to make a decision about them. Now, please.
You're throwing away money?
Good. You had that nose. I thought it was. But the neighbor moved, and the magazines are a bit dusty.
Excellent. Usually the only paper
Hey, you forgot about something.
I am, aren't I? It's nice. You got I suppose they toss, keep, burn into ashes.
Huh.
It would scream. Last one of Hirohime's posters for some sort. I always thought it was a phase. What will you do with it?
Oh, goodness, look at...
Yes, that will be dear. Well done. Gentlemen.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I
wonder. You both belong.
Oh.
Not.
There will be. I'll pull something. And you, my human darling.
And we're grateful.
Or a
Yes. We're starting. We're Zane.
Yes, ma'am.
This Bruno. I remember you were. I believe. What was it? A rose, barbed, dripping blood. What? So, what shall we do with it?
Oh, sweet. This'll be delicious. Nom nom. Huh? I don't like eat it. Shut up.
Wonderful. Next, another Bruno Jars piece. This is the album itself called Moonshine. And it looks like you attached your tickets to it as well. How sentimental. Though I suppose if I'd bought scalp tickets at the door from a man in a red sequined fedora, I'd have kept them too. Don't think you'll be giving me that fantastic red shirt, by the way. Clothing covers no sins with me. What would you like to do?
Great. This is something you constructed in a way. Lovely.
We're making good progress. How surprising. Now these. These are stamp and coin collections. I remember when you started making these. I believe your grandfather sent you the first few. I'd be surprised that you still had them, but you don't. I do. And we're going to make a decision about them. Now, please.
A family heirloom. I'll hang it with honor.
Family is important. These next, I think, should be easy. You, dear, have a collection of magazines about picture frames. Do you remember? You had that nosy neighbor who kept stealing your mail, and you wanted to antagonize them with deeply uninteresting booty for their trouble. I thought it was brilliant, frankly. But the neighbor moved, and the magazines are a bit dusty now, so maybe they've served their last purpose?
Excellent. Usually the only paper I get has pizza grease on it, which is also cool.
He's so grungy. I am, aren't I? It's nice to be appreciated. Yes, motivational art. You got this from that gym you were going to for a while. Apparently they had good classes, a clean locker room, and this penchant for making thing-based puns. Believe in your shelf. Take a bike out of life. Rack your plates. I suppose they thought it was funny. Toss, keep, burn into ashes.
You've got it. I know just the wall for it.
Excellent. Last one for now. One of Hirohime's posters for some sort of anime. I can't say I understand why this seems to be all the rage nowadays. I always thought it was a phase with you. What will you do with it?
Oh, goodness, look at that. What an addition that will be to the collection, I think.
Yes, won't it? That will be all for today. You have a lot more art up on your walls now. I do love some full-fledged self-expression. Well done. I'm feeling better already. See you next time.
Hello and welcome to Sandyland. A magical beach-themed board game awaits us as we venture through the traffic to the parking lot to the Sandy Kingdom where beachgoers frolic among ice cream and sunscreen. Would you like to hear the rules? Both of our pieces are at the starting spot, home. There are 12 spaces in between here and the Sandy Kingdom, some with different rules. Each turn, we both spin a spinner to determine how far we go. Then, after landing, we follow the outcome. First one to the sandy shores wins the game! What color would you like to be? Honestly, I don't understand why, but there you go. The pieces are all set up. I'll be the banker and the rule tender. We are both at home. Shall we race each other to the beach? It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 4. You're on the 4th space, getting stuff out of the car. Good thing you brought the sunscreen. My turn. I spun a 2. I'm on the 2nd space, the parking lot entrance. With the high fees at the beach, I'll have to move back 1 space to find a better price. Looks like it's back to you. It's your turn. What will you do?
You weren't really anticipating stripping down when you first spoke to Parker, but what better way to make things interesting? You make short work of your clothes, getting down to just your underwear and leaving your clothing in a messy little pile on the floor. Parker stares at you just a little too long. It seems he wasn't prepared for things to be quite this interesting. His pale cheeks flush as his eyes roam over your body.
Oh! All right, as you wish.
It takes him a moment to compose himself, but he eventually manages to tear his gaze away from you, stripping down to a swimsuit. He seems somewhat unsettled, if his reddening cheeks and nervous demeanor are any indication.
Here is my beach-going form, ready for a typical day at the beach. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 2. You're on the 6th space. Ice cream. You can't help but stop for a tasty treat and you lose a turn. My turn. Oh boy. I'm gonna spin, huh? Even though I spun a 2. Okay. So the delicious ice cream is filling me with joy. I'll be able to move again after this turn. Looks like it's back to you. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 1. You're on the 7th space, looking for a sunny spot. Oh, it sure is crowded today. Everyone's looking. My turn. Oh, boy. I'm gonna spin, huh? Even though I spun a 1. Ugh, I'm on the 4th space, getting stuff out of the car. Good thing I brought the sunscreen. Ooh. Looks like it's back to you. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 2. You're on the 9th space. Loud music family. You're set up next to a family blasting tunes. Oh, God. There's a whole big family there. They can all see me. Looks like you'll have to go back 2 spaces to find another spot. My turn. Oh, boy. I'm gonna spin, huh? Even though I spun a, looks like it's a measly 1. Get it together, Parker! Okay, I'm on the 5th space. Hot sand! The intense heat on the soles of my feet caused me to run forward 3 spaces. Ow! Boy, did I need that. Ooh. Looks like it's back to you. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 3. You're on the 10th space, big bad sun. Good thing you brought the sunscreen out of the car. You move forward 1 space. If you can get this spot on my back. My turn. Oh boy. I'm gonna I spun a, oh jeez, bumped the spinner. Nerves, I guess. That means that as a penalty I can only move 1. Oh dear, I'm on the 9th space. Loud music family. I'm set up next to a family blasting tunes. Looks like I'll have to go back 2 spaces to find another spot. Looks like it's back to you. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 2. You made it to the Sandy Kingdom. You win! Congrats.
Parker does a magnificent spin, changing out of his swimsuit and back into his normal board game themed attire, with more pizzazz than you'd have given him credit for.
I tried my best, but I can't help but feel that your idea to strip to our skivvies gave me a rough go. I didn't like it. Well, it was. Games can be all about luck. That's 1 victory for you. I'll add it to your dice roll to see what our relationship will be. I'm so excited for you. Come see me next time for the ancient game of chess. Bye-bye.
Dorian looms over you, just as intimidating as ever.
Fancy a bit of a work? We've got some important denizens who only reside here. All in all, fairly quiet. It's packed in there. But here are a few at the top of my frame. There's Shelley the Shelf, Charge the trusty D20, Penelope the office supplies, and Jerry the junk drawer. Well, what can I do for you? She's supportive. What can I do for you? Grottos and gargoyles is his game of choice. He has tons of stories he wants to tell, but hasn't found the person he wants to tell them with. As such, he creates scenarios to test the abilities. Given the amount of time he spends creating these worlds, he takes them very seriously. If you're looking to be his friend, you should play through one of his campaigns. What can I do for you? Oh, yeah. I see. You think our names are funny. I'll have you know that my name is Dorian after the Grecian column, as I am strong and sparse in decoration. But yes, her name does start with Pen, which is certainly what she is. After you.
Welcome back, my dark ally. Come, let the next trial commence. The trial of the letters begins. Back before the Great Cataclysm, my comrades and I would partake in spirit-shackling activities. Some have lasted several nights. Others, we simply gave up counting. Are you prepared to begin? Let the game of shadows begin! I present to you the following.
He holds a sheet of notebook paper up to you. It contains a macabre
is that
illustration of a
Hangman?
dead person and a few mysterious lines.
Blank, 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 blank. Now, guess! This is the Hanged Man. Now, choose your letter.
Oh, let's see. Oh, don't tell me.
The answer is Shadow. Wheatley's sake. Your turn.
Shadow Lord Skull doesn't really have much in the way of expression, but he seems a bit smug.
I'll have you know that among my dark cabal, I was the leading player. Think to yourself, what is your mysterious text? Two words. The second, 4 letters. The first, an apostrophe. This is most certainly a declaration of praise and endearment. How sweet of you, Penumbra. It's most certainly you're cool. What? That's impossible. What is the answer, then?
Shadow Lord falls silent as he tries and fails to process this compliment.
Ooh. Oh. Well, I see you've chosen the path of flattery. As are you, Penumbra. Very cute.
You see when he blushes.
Ah, that was entertaining. It's been eons since I've played the Hanged Man. Last time, I engaged in a mighty face-off with Lunar Knight that lasted until sunrise. Oh, it was legendary. An old comrade from before the Great Cataclysm. He was a former shade of mine, if you get what I mean. Our conversations gathered more shadows than any other Void Dweller. The Lord of Shadows and his loyal knight. Us two were perceived as an eternal pair. The Great Cataclysm. Very well. I suppose a proper explanation is owed. Tell me, Penumbra, what do you presume to be a power more fearsome than darkness? We don't live in a world of whimsical tales and fantasy. Not anymore, at least. The overwhelming phantasmic force that realigned the unified lives of my comrades and I is time. There was no one moment or act that caused it. One night, I was with Lunar and my friends, joyfully conversing about whatever came to our mind. Time crept into our dark haven. Distance, a symptom. And then, many nights later, Lunar no longer wished to be by my side. Boredom came next. My friends took less and less interest in our nightly discussions. They too left, one by one. And then, I was alone. You may think it cruel of them for leaving without a proper goodbye. But I respected all of my friends' decisions, even Lunar's. I don't harbor any wrathful thoughts against any of them. I just think back to those days fondly and wonder why time had to come for us. We were happy. I was happy. Oh, shed not a tear for me, Penumbra. Time comes for us all in ways we don't expect. Normally, I'd celebrate triumphantly at obtaining another armament. That'll be all for today, Penumbra. Thank you for listening to my tale.
we all back?
Yep, here. Just had myself a nice cold spaghetti lunch, so I'm fueled up and ready to rock.
Oh, delicious. Where did you get spaghetti?
Seems like the kind of question you don't actually want the answer to, doesn't it?
Oh, Cam, you are so resourceful and energized, which I'm glad about. We have another full box to go through. And we all know how this works by now, so boys, go to your corners.
I feel like I'm getting punished in school.
And you, Art darling, right up here, front and center. Don't worry, I won't bite. At least not until you ask me to.
I hope our work this day will be a good one for Art.
So, item 1. Chimneyland. Oh, isn't it macabre? Every time I look at this map, I feel like we're back there all over again. That one Halloween when you brought this map back, those memories are so dark and so twisted and so... Oh, my. I'm losing control. I did not expect this process to be so invigorating.
Yeah, I'll totally take it. Anything that gets Lady Memoria worked up has gotta be special.
Oh, please. I know I'm mysterious and complex and devious, but isn't that part of the fun? Well, there goes my conviction that no one understands me. Oh, yes. Funny sayings that people with no personality hang up on the walls. I think these were your nod to a fad that was going around. I actually admire you for these. They're on the trend while also poking fun at the trend. And honoring that brief obsession with coffee, of course. So, what does their future hold?
Awesome. That coffee one will go with all the grounds I've got laying around.
That works out nicely, then. Oh, look, nature. This is a real four-leaf clover. Dead, preserved, beautiful. You brought this back from your trip to the botanical gardens. You met a guide there who took you on an unofficial tour. Alex, I think you said. And Alex picked this for you, told you to keep it always, even though you're not supposed to pick anything at all. I remember when you walked in with it, you were almost floating. I'll bet you'd forgotten you still had this. What would you like to do with it?
A tribute to a beautiful memory.
Good. The memories that bring us joy should be seen. Well, and then there's this. It's a photograph. You took this of a beach. Of course, a hot and sandy one. Not of a cold and rainy one, which, if you ask me, is the only time that a beach is not a monumental waste of time. I will never understand this fascination with beaches. But this one was special to you. Is still special, perhaps? It was a moment of great stillness for you. You took this photo to remind yourself of that moment when you felt purely happy, even if it did happen on a beach. So, what would you like to do with it?
And I can understand why. It's just beautiful. I'll put it up.
Good then. Good progress. Ah, time to move into the educational material. This was the manual for that microwave your parents gave you before you went off to college. It was in your grandmother's house, then your mother's, and then your dorm room, and finally your apartment. I have a memory of it being very reliable, very loud, and very orange. Apparently your grandmother taught you how to make cheap brownies in it. What do you think? Light reading before bed, perhaps?
I'll take it. It's even got stains on it. Score.
Decisive today. And aren't you good at it? Oh, I'm not usually one for adorable, but look at your parents. I don't know them, of course. I only know your memories of them. And when I look at this photo, my darling, it is a good memory. What would you like to do with it?
A fine selection. I'll put it somewhere prominent.
Lovely. That ends our day's work. It's nice to see so much of me up on the walls now. A good day. Now shoot, one more day like this and we'll be done.
Oh, good! You're here. I'm excited. I'm expressive. Everyone's ready to go to the zoo. I've been thinking, and here I believe is the best way to organize our efforts. Creativity is for naught without some solid logistics. I know how I'd like to start my book. I've got this fantastic detective character named Wen that I've been working on for a while, and he's going to be our hero. What I need from you, though, is help with creating an outline. If you will, help me to create a framework. And then, once we have that, I will take it and go into my secret writer's cubby and create the entirety of the book. Which I can absolutely do in a night. And believe you me, it will be perfection. But the outline, that's the hard part for me. Will you help? Does that sound doable? Yes, yes, let us boogie. So, here's what I'm thinking about Wen. Detective Xander Wen. He is a hard-boiled detective living in the big city of Sprawlsville, and he is a magnet for crimes. Which works out just fine, because he's also a genius at solving them. Now, just to be clear with you, I haven't fully settled on writing a hard-boiled crime drama to go with my hard-boiled detective. The way I see it, Detective Wen is capable of getting himself into and out of almost any kind of trouble imaginable. I suppose this is why I've been having so much trouble writing this on my own. Xander Wen could do just about anything. I'm asking you to help me create his first story from infinite possibilities. Well, shall we get started? Excellent! I'll give you the first line, of which I'm very proud, and we'll run with it from there. With that fantastic red shirt, you're bound to have some good ideas. Detective Xander Wen went out the door, looking for crimes. Daphne asked Detective Wen to help find her husband Cliff Fatel, who had gone missing. Wen investigates the squid cannery, where he talks to the foreman, a foreboding and mysterious communist named Gregor Privyet. Wen goes to Jersey Pozzoli's cannoli factory on the wrong side of the tracks. His goons open fire. There's a framed picture labeled Cliff Fatel and Jersey Pozzoli, shaking hands. What a twist! What a commentary on the American cannery industry! pure noir. I call it The Ink Was Black as Night.
Lyric looks at the story outline you've written and pronounces his true feelings.
Looking at this, I think this will be one for the ages. I'll write it up right away. Unless you think we could come up with something better? See you soon, partner.
Hello! What can I do for you, my friend? Are you sure? It takes a lot to upset him. He is always so kind and easygoing. Poor Abel. He's always thinking of others and never himself. I have told him many times he should consider taking a suitor again. Perhaps that could be you. Why not you? You are lovely. But if not you, there are always others. Less and less over the years now, but yes, Abel has always been popular, even if he tries to keep others away. Some objects have hurt him in the past, but I don't think that is all. He has always preferred to be alone. He is very supportive. You need something done? Abel is there. You are hurting? Abel is there. As long as it is about you, Abel is there. But when the attention is on him, he is freezing up. As he would say, like hairless cats jumping into a bucket of ice. Ah, yes. I believe he is afraid. I would like to think so after so many years. It is an honor to keep his confidence. Not bad looking. He is God in cowboy hat. He is magnificent. Me? Боже мой. I have just remembered I have many things to take care of. Go, take care of our friend, please. До свидания.
Oh, look, a fantastic red shirt. If only you were a Toreador. We have just been discussing whether or not we're excited for the upcoming end of our little project.
I, for one, cannot decide. On the one hand, it means we will have completed the piece. And there's something wonderful about that. Something wonderful that we've worked on together. What we've created couldn't have been created by anyone else at any other time than by us, right now. On the other hand, we won't be in the midst of it anymore. And that's... there's so much sadness in that. I think that I'll miss you all. I'll miss this.
Such suffering on either hand. How sweet. And Cam? Cam?
Yeah? What are we talking about?
About the end of our time together. How we feel about it. I'm very ready to have it all finished at last. How about you?
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
Apathy? What a fetching color it is on you, Cameron. Shall we get started?
Aw, just when I didn't want a friend.
I'm ready when you are.
All right then, on we go. Oh, I was wondering when we were going to get to this one. This is a photo. It's a darling photo. Of you on the toilet, taking your first all-by-yourself poop. You kept screaming for her to get the camera, and you held that little poopy in until she went and got it. I don't think your father was there. He heard about it over dinner. Shall we put this on display?
I wouldn't mind holding on to it, but I don't think it should be on display.
The artist putting his own shame on display. A true piece of art.
Just make sure it's got glass art, not just a frame. Splatter and all. Yes, I do. So nice to be noticed. So nice to be in agreement. And it looks like we're on a roll with your childhood. Spaghetti was just not your favorite as a child, was it?
Those noodles look really familiar, actually.
My, what an amazing expression. Oh, look at those tears.
What shall we do with this one?
I love a good still life. What a moment to capture.
Riveting. Next up on the Childhood Railroad, you doing a lot of childhood-type things. There are a couple of them that still make me smile. You playing knights with the plunger sword. That evil dragon never stood a chance. Pretending to do your homework by wearing the book on your head. You thought it was some version of osmosis, where if the words touched you, you'd just know them. It didn't work, of course, but one can dream. Anyway, it's a lovely little collage.
Oh, I agree. What is artistic if not our own life histories?
Isn't he sweet? Oh, darling. Keep complimenting my sweetness and I'll show you my salty side. Oh, look. It's something you made. Your Plentio pasta portrait. Your teacher was quite a talented artist. You randomly glued pasta to a piece of construction paper, and your teacher created this beautiful drawing around it. At best, I'd say the artistic talent was equally distributed. So, what shall we do with it?
I could not agree more.
Aren't we all broad-minded today? Oh, this one is a bit ironic. Your diploma, your Bachelor of Fine Arts in Customer Service. You know, no matter what happens, you still earned this. Shall we hang it? AI be damned.
Yeah, screw the AI.
That you did. The art of an achievement.
We are quite near an achievement ourselves. Oh my goodness. This is our last item. It's your graduation day from high school. We were all so proud of you. And look who else was there with you. It's Teddy. With you forever and always. What about this one?
I know just where it should go.
Excellent. This concludes our last culling, and you have done what I asked perfectly. Your walls are absolutely bursting with your memories. So much better than being bursting with them myself. Oh, I won't be flying away anytime soon. You can still find me in the halls of this house, being gone from the attic, now among the world at last. I couldn't be more grateful. Well, my darling, I'm quite sad to say that it's over. I did not expect to enjoy getting through all that with you, but you are very pleasant company. And existing on my own now, unencumbered by stuff. I can't even tell you how good that feels. Thank you for making it possible. Oh, of course. Needless to say, you couldn't have done that without me. Or you wouldn't have, at least. But I also couldn't have done it without you. We both enjoyed ourselves, it seems. Oh, I agree. I didn't want to ask if you weren't ready. Where we've been is fairly tame compared to where we could go.
Dorian is as tall as ever, but there's something off with his energy today. His eyes dart briefly from side to side, as though ensuring you're alone.
Welcome to the lavatory. Let's keep things private here. Very, hush-hush. Try as I might to keep things quiet, nestled in this lovely little space in the house, we seem to have attracted our loudest members. We have a rapping loo, a singing shower, and a sink screaming about his very existence. Pity.
There goes the trophy for talking to every door.
There's a strange heaviness to Shadow Lord today. He's not his usual dark, cheery self.
Dark tidings, Penumbra. The news I carry may be troubling to you. I have found the final armament piece. Once I don it, my true power will be unleashed. With that, my final form shall be revealed. You may be surprised by who I become.
Shadow Lord bows his head, falling silent for a few moments before he begins his incantation.
The die is cast. Let us begin. The whispers of the void. Heed my call. Bend to my will and reforge my soul. Let darkness incarnate reign supreme once more!
Shadow Lord vanishes from your view with a flash of black smoke. The Shadow Lord you once knew is gone, replaced by what appears to be...
It is complete.
Now that sounds more like Alex Lee.
some nerd?
As I suspected, you wouldn't recognize my form as it is now. It's me. It's me. XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX. But my real name is Skips. I thought you wouldn't take me seriously if I appeared to you like this. If you have any questions, ask. What do you want to know? It's a handle. You know, like a online name. My friends and I would chat with each other online using DIM. Oh, DOL Instant Messenger. Darkness Online. Are you too young to know what that is? Yup. I wasn't kidding when I said Shadow Lord was a popular name. You know how many shades are out there? We're all darkness. Some work in collectives, while some occupy a whole house to themselves. That's my real name. Skips Shadley. Yep. Told you you'd hate it. I'm not actually the Lord of all shadows. My friends and I love role-playing, so we made characters to chat as. Not real, but wasn't it nice feeling like you were making progress? I was excited to talk to someone again. Sorry. All shadows are imitations of something, or someone. For me, it's this globe I found. When I joined with it, I thought it would help me take over the world. His name was Benji. Is Benji. He's the one who invited me to the group. The chat room. He was really encouraging with everyone's roleplay. Especially mine. I think I miss our time together more so than him. Does that make sense? I hope wherever he is, he's happy. Yeah, probably. Well, that was actually the most accurate thing I've said. It was slow and sudden at the same time. Maybe it was happening the whole time, but I didn't notice. But it doesn't matter. The fact is, my friends all stopped hanging out with me. Well, we just grew apart. How do you accept that your friends aren't your friends anymore? A question for another time. So, are you mad at me? Cool. Do you still want to hang out with me? Well, that makes me happy. We can do whatever. Chat, play hangman, chill. After all, we don't have to worry about time anymore. Well, because I'm going to turn you into a shadow. Now that I'm up to full power, I can reconfigure you. That way, we'll be together forever. Yeah, but the powers of darkness are very real. Now, become untethered and enter the void. It'll be fine. You're not like the others. You won't leave me like they did. Like Benji did. And we'll be together forever. Trust me. Oh, you chose correctly. Now, let the dark ritual commence.
Skips holds his hand out to you.
Penumbra, join hands with me.
You take his hand as directed. It's hard to tell, but you could swear you see a blush spread across his cheeks.
Ooh, excellent. Be untethered from the warmth of light, and submit thy soul to the chill of night. Be one with the darkness.
Skip's grand incantation ends, but there's no puff of smoke or flash of light. You certainly don't feel any different.
This can't be. Why isn't it working? Aren't you fully attuned with the shadows? No, that's not right. If you can't become a shadow, how can we truly be together? For you, it is. You have so many other friends to talk to. I only have you. Why do you have to go in the morning? Why can't you just stay and be with me?
You return. You are rather jejune in your jests. But to become one with a path of scandal, you must give as much as you take. I've given you an awful lot, haven't I? What have you for me? Famed singer slash shower writer Johnny Splash tried to hit the big time and failed. Oh, most scandalous! Most of the renown round here stays within the housedom. But for all of America to know, quite the embarrassment. Do you have any more? Oh, drat! Oh, I am impressed. I just did enjoy hearing their lovers' quarrels.
Whatever you say, John Wick.
So effortlessly horrible to each other. I always felt fed. Do you have any more? Then be gone, and find me some tasty morsels.
Hello again, my love. Got any traveler stories for me? Really? Then go on then. Let's hear it. Go on, sure. Okay, if you say so. Sorry, Ducky. Sounds like he was pulling your leg. He just doesn't have that same something that the other travelers do. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, that's great. Got it all written down. Did you have any more? Really? Then go on then. Let's hear it. That's lovely.
What's all this then?
Oh, that's one of the things they say over there.
Rubbish.
Oh, keep going.
You having a laugh?
I'm taking the piss.
Listen, you two. Canada and America are beholden to England for smithing and refining the language we're speaking right now, which is called English. From England, land of angles.
Did we learn anything from that? I do like getting under his door frame just a little, though. Always worth a giggle. Anyways, that's great. Got it all written down. Did you have any more? Really? Then go on then. Let's hear it. No. Some travelers just have accents. He and Washford were cut from the same cloth. Metal tube. He just plays it up for the fans. Anyways, that's great. Got it all written down. Did you have any more? Really? Then go on then. Let's hear it. Oh, dang. Well, thanks for checking in. Did you need any hints on where to find more travelers? Okay, good luck.
Welcome to the Abode of Mysteries, where today we will play the ancient game of chess. First founded as the Indian game known as Chaturanga before the 600s Anno Domini. That's Year of Our Lord Christ! It traveled throughout space and time to reach us today as the most popular board game of all. The game used to have elephants for pieces, but now it's like bishops and stuff. Do you know how to play? That's great! Saves me an explanation. I have the pieces set up right here. You can be white, I'll be black, which means you go first. This is the style of play that I would categorize as normal. But what if I attacked you like so?
Parker pushes his knight far out into the playing field, seemingly completely undefended. Parker watches your move with a malevolent glee, barking out a triumphant laugh.
Ha! You fell for such a simple opening trap! You think I'm bad at chess? I got a fucking pawn on my goddamn head, bitch!
Parker proceeds to wipe the board with your pieces, outplaying you move after move.
Huh! That was the best move you made all game. Well, I accept. That's what they all say. Anyway, you don't get any extra points towards my love. Pity. Soon we will find out whether that plays out well for you. I will see you next time for an ever so complex game with many of my beloved rules.
Unbelievable. You've explored every inch of me. All my forms and shapes. I tried to come off as intimidating, but now I feel a bit exposed. I told you. I'm distrustful of love because of its ability to break your heart. I value friendship because I can rely on it. But you are showing me that I can rely on you. I'm big and strong to keep the bad ones out. But that doesn't mean I can't hold you tighter than anyone else in this house. Now you've gone and done it.
Well, if it isn't my dear friend, how go your various quests? Well, that's great to hear. And I hope you've been putting that lovely personality to your advantage. I am, of course, talking about your specs points. It's critically important that you master these if you want to be successful around the house. You've got to up your numbers by talking to as many objects as you can. I can feel that deeply. No, not on you. Heavens no. Those old specs, you see, are just a reflection of my personal characteristics. You do not think I'd sing the praises of an art I hadn't mastered myself, do you? In all my decades, I've mastered a lot of things. The arts of charm, of wit, of confidence, etc. Now, I want to share what I know with you. I just want you to understand how valuable and useful your specs attributes can be. They'll open up all sorts of exciting possibilities around the house, and you never know when one of them will prove to be invaluable. See? I knew you'd find them helpful. We could all do with a little more personality pizzazz. Now then, before I let you go, how's your progress been? Let me take a closer look at you.
He narrows his eyes, evaluating you with a sharp...
This empathy candy is just for you.
You take in the scent of the empathy candy. For half a second, you feel as though you want to give the entire world a hug.
It'll help you convince someone that, in the end, you really do understand their struggles.
You really don't listen. Perhaps I wasn't clear enough last time. Screwed up, is that what we're calling it? Underselling your accomplishments a bit there, live wire, don't you think? You acted with such confidence before. No need to be shy about it now. Lied, manipulated, and exploited would be more fitting. You used him. He trusted you, and you used him. Do you have any idea how difficult a thing that is to do, to trust? After what he's been through. And you have the unmitigated spark to come here and say something as pathetic as, I'm sorry. Go on, then. You've already started the show. Let's see this apology on full display. What could you possibly say that would make a difference after what you've done? Really now? It is. Not that you've cared much to do the right thing up to now, but I suppose better late than never. All right, if you're serious, I'll help you. It is the only way to save Eddie, after all. But I'm doing this for him, not for you. Understand? He'll have to be the one to show you how. I trust you'll be more civilized if I bring him back out, yes? Very well. Oh, my head. We don't have much time. Eddie, can you manage one last repair? I think I can manage. With some help. Grab the tools. I'll walk you through it.
Eddie leads you through the process, patient and attentive, despite his reservations. When you've finished, he gives you the nod to do the rest. The dim light around Eddie and Vault blinks out completely, leaving you in total darkness.
Well, it wasn't elegant work, but it'll do. I told you, you won't be able to get rid of me that easily. Fine, I think. Stable at least. Better than we have in a long time. Thank you for coming back. Yes, I was a little harsh before, but you did the right thing in the end. Perhaps we can start fresh. We are, surprisingly. We really are. Thanks to you. Come back for the show sometime. You'll always have a table here.
What the fuck do you want? I know you're not dumb enough to think I'm still gonna fuck you after all that. Oh, fuck off!
I guess I don't have the right candy yet, for them yet. Alright, I was supposed to talk to Barry.
Well, hello again, darling. Absolutely fab to be in your lumescent company again. What's new with you? I hope all is gorgeous. Hello. So, since we last chatted, I've memorized the hex codes of all my favorite shades of pink. And then I forgot them. I was supposed to be organizing all my color palettes before I got distracted by thinking about pink things and trying to name all the stuff I know that's pink. So, anyway, if you were thinking of going with the Smile Republic Berry Red eyeshadow today, I apologize.
Here, but I guess not.
I suppose I do. Which is funny, because if you'd asked me, I'd say my head's empty most of the time. I forget enough things that it should be. But the moment a thought's gone, the space immediately gets filled up with something else. Well, that reminds me. I was actually going to ask if you could help me with that. I mean, from the color coordination on your amazing outfit alone, it's clear you're far, far, far more level-headed than I am, darling. And I'm messier than one gets trying to do the mascara in the back of a moving taxi. If you're offering, I'd absolutely love the help, sweetie. Lately, I've just found it really, really hard to focus on anything. You know, I realized after we spoke last time that I actually can't remember what we talked about. Like, I have little flickers of the conversation, like snapshots almost, but you were really interesting, and I enjoyed chatting, and I feel awful that I can't remember anything as if you weren't, and I did. It's more than that, though. For example, if I watched a movie, do you know how much I'd remember by the time we hit the credits? Same thing, just snapshots. I'll walk away with cliff notes that'll fade in no time at all. Feels like my brain robs from itself. Just takes away the things I experience and leaves an outline in its place.
Come on, what's going on with my Wi-Fi?
Thank you. It makes me feel really bad. Guilty sometimes, like it's not exactly respectful to forget people's names the 5th time you've heard them, or constantly fail to honor commitments because you lose all track of them. Or get told something really important and meaningful, something you should really truly treasure, and just lose it. Then again, my stupid brain's a steel trap for stuff that's totally not all that important. It's just whatever silly thing I'm mega focused on at the time. I once learned a whole bunch of meaningless facts about Herne Bay in the end. At one point, I could quote you every line of I Want to Be Your Gunnery, or give you the history of the pinball machine. I could have told you all that. Until I got bored and forgot. The only thing that ever really stays is the thing I talk people's ears off about all the time. Cosmetics, product, makeup, and skincare, all that glitz. I'm never not fascinated by the things we style ourselves with, and I guess that's what makes Barry Styles Barry Styles. It's what I can remember, so that's me. Pretty ironic, darling. The closest thing to my heart is only skin deep.
Barry gives you a warm smile.
That's a lovely way of looking at it. You have a beautiful perspective. Oh, yes! I forgot that's what actually started this. I can't remember a single thing, and it looks to me like you're able to keep track of roughly 100 things at once. So, like, how?
About 102 to be exact.
To the things I want to pay attention to. How do you mean, hun? All sorts of things. Oh, yes, of course, darling. It's so obvious. Yet I never actually do it. Sometimes I think to do it, but then I just don't. Feels like too much, or I convince myself I don't need to. But I do need to, don't I? Heck, even if I forget to bring a notepad, I'm literally never more than 2 inches away from a liner pen in my own arms. Oh, like I could use the orange eyeshadow as a highlighter for super important notes, because it's a lovely shade and it's always left unused on the palette. And I have this red ink liner that's always been too splodgy for lips, but it looked gorgeous in a notebook. I didn't even think about how fabulous the book itself could look. I'm getting giddy just thinking about glittering up a notebook, like giving my own memories a makeover. This is brilliant. This is just brilliant. Thank you so much. Now, I absolutely must get to work.
The sound of Johnny's distinct vocals and a blast of steam hit you all at once as you enter the bathroom. Amir is wincing, calling out over the noise.
Johnny,
as vocally blessed as you are, don't you think that is enough for today?
Johnny continues singing. You can't tell if he's just not heard Amir or if he's ignoring him.
Johnny? Johnny!
This is for you, Grandpa!
Johnny!
Johnny finally pulls the curtain back, turning to shoot Amir a glare.
Hey, what's your deal, shiny fella? Can't you hear I'm rehearsing over here?
Yes, I can! That is the problem! We can all hear you! I and everyone else in the bathroom, the bedroom, the attic, the whole house, Johnny! I do not doubt that even the house across the street can hear you. Oh, Azizam, I am so sorry. I did not see you come in. In fact, I cannot see anything as I am completely fogged over.
Johnny doesn't bother waiting for any resolution to the conversation. He simply begins singing once more.
Topeka, 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 bodega, bodega, bodega. Topeka, 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 bodega, bodega, bodega.
Amir lets out a growl. You didn't know he had it in him.
Perhaps because Johnny has spent the last 2 hours choking on that high D at the top of his pipes.
Admirable restraint.
Settle down there, pretty baby. You're just jealous that Volt didn't offer you a spot on the show.
Ha! Absurd, of course he did. I simply did not want to steal their spotlight from everyone else, which I could clearly do, so I politely declined.
Huh. Well, what would your act even be?
No, I have an act, a very good one. Better than your lousy caterwauling.
Well, what is it then, Mr. Shiny?
It's, I do,
Oh, shucks. That's a great talent. I always like looking at you, Amir. I'll see you there.
Where's the pipe, you hack?
Hey, not my fault I'm the only one here who's got star quality, baby.
I'm sorry you had to be there for that. Existence in the bathroom often is. Perhaps I will make an appearance at the show with your encouragement. And of course, I would be more than happy to give you a demonstration. Once I've had a chance to dry out.
Got any traveler stories for me? Anyways, that's great. Did you have any more? Really? Then go on then. Let's hear it. Oh, dang. Did you need any hints on where to find more travelers? I got a general sense of where they are. Whee! Whoa! Seems like you met basically everybody. I don't have any hints left. Good luck. Don't get lost.
Hey. You don't have to do that. If I was so powerful, it'd be a shadow. Sorry, I'm just so scared to lose someone again. Every time you go, I think, what if he doesn't come back? But my fears subside when you return. Why do you keep coming back? I see. If that's the case, I've grown fond of you as well, Penumbra. And I of you, through and beyond my nights. This is lovely. Your warmth. Now, what sinister ideology shall we deliberate on tonight?
I haven't talked to Prince Zuko in a while.
What do you know? The little pickup embryo is back for another lesson. I hope you're ready for some more complex pickup strats. No way. We're about to up the difficulty level. Last time we worked on what do you do if you have mutual interests like a show or a band. But what about if you don't have a ton in common right away? How do you get to know them then? What do we talk about? Interests and... Yes! Before you decide it's a boring tactic, just think about it. Sometimes small talk is a great fire starter. And look, I know not everybody is instinctually great at chit-chat, but like any great skill worth having, it requires attention and practice. So, let's say you were meeting me for the first time at a friend's party. What's stuff you can observe about things going on around us, or about the situation happening? Let's roleplay, shall we? I'll be me, and you be you. But you know what I mean. We're acting out the scenario. Okay, so I'm just standing around. Oops, oh man. Now we just happen to be standing next to each other, and we don't know each other at all. Aight, what are you gonna say? Alright. A little stiff, but you're onto something, homie. Damn. Great question to start out with. It's relevant to where we are. It's a good jumping off point. Dope. Anyways, back to the roleplay. Oh! I know them through our job. They're a great work friend. Always reliable. Perfect. You're showing an interest in what they do for a living or whether or not they actually like their job. At least you're learning more about them. We'll end there. But you're doing hella well, little Cinder. Proud of you. So, anyway, before you go, any other non-dating advice questions you might want to ask about me? Fired up. I mean, who wouldn't want that warm, fuzzy feeling you get in your chest, you know? I want to be able to show humans that keeping someone warm physically is aight, but emotionally, that shit slaps. There's just something about being vulnerable and willing to devote everything to someone else. That's why I love love. That's what love does, baby. Makes you do sweet things and cheesy things too, for real. I guess that's why I like it so much. It's kind of like a fire. You can keep it controlled, but sometimes it just goes wild. And I like it both ways. Anyways, later!
Who should we talk to today? I haven't talked to Tilly in a while.
Well, if it isn't the VIP attendee, the satellite acolyte, my shining light that excites me all night. Did waiting to reconvene with my obscene flat screen make you scream, my dream? Bazinga. Well, I'm just so elated to have my remote reactivated. Are your eyeballs properly lubricated? Because they're about to be totally captivated. enthusiasm I love to hear. Time to attack this kickback and slam this jam into high gear. Ready to unplug from the slog and clear the mental fog with 5,000 channels of premium content in analog? Loading programming, maximizing game shows, U1, streamlining target demos, buy it now. Football pros and red carpet clothes blasting at you like an industrial fire hose. Speaking of football, want to watch the game? I can show you a tight end that'll drive you insane. Here.
Telly presents you with a football player whose backside could be its own exhibit in the Louvre.
Isn't it a miracle? Isn't live television incredibly stirring? Knowing you're witnessing something as it's occurring? White-knuckle turns at the Grand Prix! Hysterical late-night comedy! News that changes history! Never fails to amaze me! The crack of the baseball bat! Post-pounding combat! Let's see if Valdivia Flicks offers something like that! What? Well, that's just fine. I don't mind. I still got 5,000 channels for us to watch till we go blind. For to truly appreciate my endless entertainment sprawl, we gotta sit down and watch it all. Wall-to-wall football, every screwball pratfall. We're in it for the long haul. It'll be excellent. Later on, just swing through, boo, and I'll queue up something new for us to view. Y'all come back now, you hear?
I'll take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. It'll just be a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'll refill my drink. Took a short piss break. I'm back.
Lay me on, my bro. Ready for your penultimate lesson? Sick. Now, part of you must be wondering, Dante, we've already gone through pickup lines, interests, and observations. What other ways could there be to strike up a relationship? Well, shut your silly mouth, because of course, there is. It's remembering that there's a difference between talking to a friend and talking to an acquaintance. Alright, take somebody you meet at a party, for instance. Maybe you work together, but in different departments. Or you have mutual friends, but you never hung out solo. Heck, maybe you even chatted before, have each other's socials and chat now and then, but you've only ever had a few interactions. Does that make you friends? Whew, alright, good. That's good that you know that. Sometimes others just automatically assume you're friends with somebody just off a few small interactions in real life or on socials. The parasocial paradox is real. Like, wanting to make friends is totally fine, right? But damn, nowadays there's objects that have whole dependencies on others who barely even know them. Kinda makes you think. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of the lesson. So, this begs the question, how do you go from being an acquaintance to friend, or maybe even beyond, to romance? Well, if you follow the way of the flame, it's all about investing in someone to understand them on a deeper level. Sure, you may have broken the ice, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna teach you how to melt that sucker down. Alright, another hypothetical situation. Let's say this acquaintance is a mutual friend, is like in your hobby group or whatever. You happen to have a meeting and you want to be closer friends with them. So you sit near them. A topic comes up that you don't have much knowledge about, but they're extremely passionate about it. What do? On the ball, showing that body language, that active interest. You may not understand everything about what they like, but you want to learn more because you're interested in what they have to say, and by extension, them. You're really getting the hang of this. All right, nice job. That concludes our lesson. This is really fun. Have you got any questions for me before we go? Fired up. Well, it's about actually making sure you build a friendship with a prospective partner. Humans are out here getting into situationships and they don't even think about actually accepting their partner for who they are. Like, no, you ain't gonna change a person to your whims just because you think they're hot and want them. You don't get to change how they are to suit you. Yeah, you need to be able to be vulnerable with your partner. Even though your attraction is often what leads us to talk to someone for the first time, it only goes so far. If you want a long-lasting relationship that is sexy and mutually fulfilling, it's about the personal trust you build with them based off your mutual friendship. That, to me, is the most important thing. Thanks for the chat. I'll see you at the next lesson, huh?
Abel was friendly the last time you saw him, but he seems downright cheerful today. He's whistling when you walk up on him, though he stops when he sees you, greeting you with a broad grin.
Oh, hey yourself, sunshine. Oh, well, you know, sometimes a table just wants to feel heard. Had a long talk with Dasha before you got here. Going over the finer points of lifting, supporting, and, you know, just the good old basics. Just feels nice to be understood, you know? It is, ain't it? Lifting's no easy job. We got a lot of folks in this house who do a damn fine job at what it is they do. But how many people's job is it to lift? To make sure everyone's got what they need, to make sure they know they can rely on you day in and day out. It's a lonely lot in the life of a table. But I knew what the job was when I signed up. Semantics, pal, semantics. I know who I am and what I do. But sometimes you just wish someone knew exactly what in tarnation you're even thinking about without having to explain yourself. That's Dasha. You think so? Oh, well, shucks. I don't know. I'd hate to bother her. She's got a lot of lifting to do herself. I can't be distracting her from her very important job now. I'll consider it, yeah. Anyway, I can't take up much more of your time today talking about myself. Just remember what I said before, okay? I'm here if you need me. I will. You take care now.
Today, we will be playing a popular and complicated game. This is a game in the Eurogame tradition, one of resource allocation, worker, placement, and cooperation between players. It's based on the 20th century dairy wars between England, France, and Belgium, called Cream Capitalist. We will both attempt to outproduce the cream that the other is attempting to make. Would you like to hear the rules? I'm so excited to speak for a very long time!
Parker does indeed speak for a very long time, spending roughly 45 minutes going into excruciating detail about the different rules and sub-rules for each scenario, including the expansions which, as far as you can tell, aren't being used.
I'll play as Belgium, which has a +3 bonus to currency exchange, which means you can be either England or France. Which will you choose? Ha! That's definitely a bad move! In the Cream Capitalist Championships, England is well known to be at a disadvantage because of the cow wandering exploit. Think of the exploit! Begin!
Parker distributes the pieces, a 10-minute process. You receive 5 cards with various types of cream-making machinery on them, 6 bulk cooling tank pieces, 24 cream maker worker pieces, a pasteurization token, and 8 or 9 things you can only describe as shapes. The piles begin to look very nice, and the process soothes you.
I'll go first so you can see how a turn usually goes. It consists of 5 phases.
Parker does a mathematical dance between placing workers, spawning new factories, and gathering new resources to then place again. Chits and chips fly through his fingers, and it serves to remind you just how well made the pieces really are.
That's my turn. I'm prioritizing fermentation technology, the last step in the cream-making process. Now you go.
You plug your resources into the slots to unlock fancier cream skimmer centrifuges. Soon, you'll be able to make cream faster than Parker.
That's all right. I have more than enough workers for the fermentation process, which you will suffer from.
The turn goes back to Parker, who spends 10 more minutes going through the 5 phases.
I've invested in new technologies. Once my factories are complete, my process will be airtight. Making cream will be a dream. Okay, I get the hint. I won't send any burglars your way.
Okay.
You and Parker seem to be neck and neck in cream production and milk gathering. You've made it to the solstice season, where your respective countries' production will finally be scored. At turn 14, you see a critical opening. The simple act of exchanging resources without your opponent noticing is a mere sleight of hand. And in the end, the extra bulk cooling tank token made itself quite useful in bribing the dairy inspector on the final turn.
Damn! If I could only sell my last bulk cooling tank, I could get past him. You win! I can't outdo the Milkmaster. I will see you next time for our relationships. Ultimate dice roll.
I haven't talked to Kurt and Rod in a while.
Oh, you lifting now? Yo, chill. I'm just kidding. You're pumping iron. We love to see it.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that you're both here.
Hey, Fantina.
Rod waves at Fantina, but Kurt just gives her a tight-lipped smile.
Ah! You remembered my name.
How could we forget?
You think I'm memorable? See, I knew you liked me. Oh, I sure hope so. I just enjoy them so much. Did you know that Kurt has this amazing wave dance move? It only happens when I brush up against him.
Please don't.
Oh, are you too good to dance now?
Why don't you dance, Rod?
Anyway, I really like it when you do it, Kurt. Oh, you wouldn't believe how good they are. Really, there isn't anything like them. You can do it, Kurt. I believe in you.
Nah, I'm good.
You can't do it, can you?
Kurt can do anything.
That's right. I can do anything. I'm just feeling a bit,
See? Someone else would love to see you do it.
Is popcorn allowed in this room? Because this is gonna be entertaining.
I need your backup on this one, Rod.
Man, don't worry. I'll be back here. Laughing.
You've got this, Kurt! Of course I do. What's not to believe in? I know greatness when I see it.
You think I'm great?
Bro, you so dense. That's all she been saying.
You want to see me bust out the move? I'll bust out the move.
Oh my gosh.
But under one condition.
What's that?
It's just you and me, Fantina.
You mean?
That's right. A private dance session with just you. What better way to pay back someone who's always believed in me?
I'm so excited!
I'll call you over when I'm ready.
I can't wait.
It's easier this way. With her, no matter how bad I do, she'll think it's the best thing ever.
Yep. She can be a bit obsessive.
With me, she couldn't care less about you. She's got good taste.
Man, hush up and get this over with. I don't want to hear her scream with excitement anymore.
Fine. I'll see you around. I've got a fan to knock over.
What am I doing? I don't even have any charges left.
So many adventures together, so many fun games. Now, I'm so excited to find out my feelings for you. Are you ready to begin the process? Oh, we need my good friend Chance for this.
I can't believe you're doing this, dude. This is a terrible way to find out your relationships. It should be done through careful, well-thought-out story beats, excellent lore, and a good sense of closure.
I love my dice. I need it. It's part of the rules.
You tell him, Matt Mercer.
Fine. Here they are.
Your relationship dice.
They're beautiful, Chance.
Yep. Okay, so I'm supposed to weight them depending on how you played your games together?
Yes. The human gets extra love points for beating me, and extra hate points for cheating me.
It feels as though the temperature in the room drops several degrees. There's something downright terrifying in Parker's cold stare.
Of course I did. I'm board games, motherfucker! I've seen it all! Still, you only cheated once, which means that you only get one extra hate result added to the mix.
Parker's expression returns to normal, cheery but penetrating enough that it makes you feel a little nervous.
But of course, I could always still love you in the end, if the dice proclaim it so. Roll it, Chance! Roll for our eternal ending together!
Sure, dude. I've got the dice all done up like you wanted.
He holds out the dice to you, presenting them just before your big roll.
Odds slightly favor love here, but not by much. It's... oh dear.
Hate. It's hate. I knew it! Oh, I never should have trusted you!
Dude, I'm not anything to you.
Not you, you nitwit, the human! All that cheating didn't pay off, I suppose.
I'm gonna go.
Go! Leave us as we stew in our hatred!
I got played.
Ouch!
Hey, good timing, Emperor Nostradamus. It's time for your last lesson. I've taken you through the different stages of the pickup, from breaking the ice to building a friendship. Now, it's all about learning how to navigate taking the next step from friend to lover. But before that, there's something I want to ask you, and your answer determines where we go from here. Why have you been coming to me for lessons all this time? I figured as much. Makes me wonder if you've learned anything about connections or even the remotest thing about me. In fact, I think you've taken me for granted this entire time. I get coming to me because you like the way I look. But what about the content of who I am? Tough to get to know someone and break the ice when you're a stone-cold jerk, right? And honestly, I'm getting the vibe that that's exactly what you are. You know what? I think I'll teach a special final lesson just for you. Learn how to be a better human before you try to trick someone into participating in your miserable life. Stay away from me. I won't hold back from burning you.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Burn.
You are back! Are you ready to begin the test of rhyming? Or are you willing to die alone?
So, that red shirt, c'est fantastique.
No matter! C'est parti! Okay, you have returned in time for the first test. This will be a baby game for babies, so Lil Crapper can make sure you are not a little baby who he hates. Babies are full diapers, they are not ready for Lil Crapper. Babies have trouble filling their lines in the choices below. They only have so many words before they fill the box, eh? Ha! See? Look how tiny your presence is. A rapper needs big presence. They need to shout. Luckily, Lil Crapper has an assistant for someone with a little baby voice like you. This is Ballcock.
Jean-Loup holds a strangely mic-shaped object in his hands. It's round and black and almost balloon-like. You're sure you've seen it before, but where?
You know, the part of the toilet in the cistern. It is like a floating ball. That is the literal name of it. Look at Lil Crapper's mighty hand. Watch him stroke his own ball cock as he sings.
Phrasing.
Put it near your mouth and witness.
Okay, here goes.
You have a big heart and tiny mouth. Ballcock has a big mouth and no heart. He is ruthless. Together, you will show Lil Crapper that you can be a match for him.
Okay, got it.
Here is how the test goes. First, we pick a name to rhyme with. One syllable, easy. Lil Crapper, he picks for you Jacques.
Okay.
Lil Crapper will say the first part of a sentence. You will finish the sentence. The word you choose, she must rhyme. And she must make sense. Example. Yo, I know a lad and his name is... This is the part where you say Jacques.
Jack.
Okay, good. You are not stupid. We go. Remember, only the best can kick it with the Crapper. This is easy baby hours. Training pants stuff. You cannot keep up here? Pfft, you get out of his face. We begin. Yo. I know a guy and his name is...
Jack.
Never in front, always in the...
Back.
Keeps his stuff in a burlap...
Sack.
Lives all alone in a tiny...
Shack.
In a fight, he'll give you a...
Smack.
Woo! Okay. You have rhymed one word with 4 other words. This is very impressive. To a normal person? Unfortunately for you, Jean-Loup is not normal. He is above normal, paranormal. He is like a ghost because he is so amazing that only 40% of people believe that he even exists. You have succeeded at the bare minimum. But you keep proving yourself at this rate, maybe, just maybe, you can just barely keep up with Jean-Loup Pissoir, Lil Crapper himself. And maybe someone will want to date you. Yippee? Ugh, we have a long way to go. Almost anybody can do the basic rhymes for babies, but it is time for a real test. Meter and flow! For clarity, Lil Crapper is referring to lyrical flow. Not the kind that sometimes requires a plumber to fix because you think you can flush any kind of paper down Jean-Loup. Toilet paper only. He does not want your wet wipes, Zosa for the garbage can. Pah! If you need something more to wipe the buns, install a bidet. Anyway, this test will be checking if you understand flow, syllable counts, things that are basic to a genius like Lil Crapper. But for someone like you, are you ready? You are not. There is much more to cover, and you look like you need a break. Jean-Loup understands this. He is familiar with small, refreshing breaks and not overstaying his welcome. Return again for more crapping.
I was hoping you'd come by. I want to show you something. Look.
Phoenicia holds up a sweet little painting. The brushstrokes are a bit shaky, but the likeness is wonderfully clear.
My very first thing. Just for me. That's right. You're looking at the next Bob Floss. I started taking lessons with art, and it's been incredible. I feel so free. I didn't even record the process. Well, that's good, because I was actually about to say, I want you to have it. Art says that all artists create from a perspective of certain emotions, that their inspiration comes from those emotions, and that it's different for everyone. I've been thinking a lot about what you said, and trying to find things that would make me happy, instead of just focusing on making other people happy. I wanted my art to come from that happiness, joy, love. And when I thought about it, I thought of you. Well, it was inspired by something beautiful. Thanks for being my muse, and for not giving up on me.
We should talk to Teddy for another story.
Well, of all the unexpected things. You really listened to me. You really listened to one of my stories all the way through. Even though we're all grown up now, I've collected them all over so many years and kept them shiny and safe. Waiting for someone. Well, waiting for you, really, to come back and listen. And you did. I can't tell you how touched I am. But the unexpected part is how I feel. I've always loved you, you know, even when we were little. We were so young. And I always wanted to protect you. But then with all the time we had apart, how much you've changed and turned into such a remarkable and generous person, I find that I love you. How would you feel about making some of our own stories together? I'll bet we could find some new things to advise each other about, too. You feel the same way? Buckle up, buddy. There are so many stories I get to tell you now. I love you, buddy.
Didn't get any stats from him yet, so we still gotta keep talking to him.
Oh, it's you again. I'm, kind of busy, my dude. Anything but this. Bye.
Though, of course, he deserved it with all that cheating. Sigh. So it goes. Huh, c'est la vie. Ah, fate. Alia.
Well, if it isn't the spexiest person I've ever met. Oh, you try being clever all the time. Anyhow, to what do I owe the pleasure? Brilliant. What about? My. Isn't that flattering? Let's see if you're flirty enough to catch my eye. How mysterious. Like a locked door I can't wait to open. This was fun. But with experience comes the desire to take one's time, to savor the game, as it were. I haven't tasted romance in so long, and the flavor is so sweet. Let's flirt a bit more sometime, if you feel like it. Until then, there's something I've been thinking about asking you. It's like this, you see. I cannot stop thinking about why I ended up in that crawl space. Ever since you first asked me about it, I began to question it more myself. Did I do something wrong? Make some mistake? My heart has always been in the right place, but perhaps I slipped up in the past. Oh no. Was it some act of betrayal or rejection? I just can't seem to put it all behind me. There is one way I can think of, but it might not be so easy. I almost don't even want to ask you this for fear of what you'll think. But here it is. As you may or may not know, I believe one of the previous owners of the house is affiliated, shall we say, with your current employer. I'm not sure what I think about destiny, but this seems fortuitous. In any case, as I was racking my brain to come up with a memory of my imprisonment, I thought of something. It is perhaps just a fleeting idea, but I recalled that one of the Valdivian folks used to keep an online journal. He was, in particular, a real stickler for recording dates, accounts, etc. But most specifically, the locations of important things. Well, I don't know for sure, of course, but it is possible. So, what do you think? Truly, I'm utterly open to questions or thoughts. That is a risk. But he wasn't a very personal kind of guy. He wasn't open, you see. Very mechanical in his dealings. Dare I say it, he was borderline sociopathic. I thought about this. Now, I am not certain, but I have a feeling Mac could do it. They are so gifted. They could probably... what are the youth calling it these days? Hack it. Then I could poke around and see if there's anything in there that references me. If not, we just leave it alone and nobody's the wiser. We could ask Mac about that, but I don't think it's a big danger. I am not saying there is no risk, but I think Mac is clever enough to pull it off. I agree. That's why I hesitated before telling you I'd even thought about it. It's in my nature to be curious, to want to open things up. So, the idea appears harmless to me. I leave the decision up to you at the end of the day. So, what do you think? Am I mad for thinking up this strange scheme? Should I just leave the past where it lies, never to be recalled? Or shall we take the plunge together and seek the truth in strange places? I will gladly abide by your decision, whatever it is. I'm overjoyed. This will be the beginning of a great adventure. Next time I see you, we can begin. I need to prepare myself to learn the truth. Now, before you go, let's see if you're ready for some candy. Let me take a closer look at you.
He narrows his eyes.
Not that you need it, but this
You take in the scent of the charm candy. Is it your...
This tasty morsel will turn your
Ah, the source code of my happiness, the algorithm of my heart. Seeing you makes my CPU buzz with excitement. You know, I could really use some sweet, sweet double-clicking if you catch my clever sensual inference. Come boot up my system anytime, baby.
Okay, I guess Tom them doesn't progress it.
Oh, you trying to hang out right now?
Of course they are. We're the coolest duo in this house.
There ain't much happening over here, though. But check another window or something.
Something has to be popping off somewhere else. You know, besides Rod's.
Ha ha. We'll see you at the new spot. Come here.
Rod waves you over, his voice low.
We gotta be quiet. Kurt is sleeping. No, wait. He's talking in his sleep.
Yeah. You silly.
He's been going on like this for an hour.
You know that textile looks great on you.
Nothing but lame pickup lines and giggles. It's pretty hilarious if you ask me.
Wait, what do you mean you like Rod more? I'm cool. I'm like, really cool. Wait, come back. Wait, don't go!
Kurt snaps awake, looking at you and Rod for a few moments as he gets his bearings.
I was doing it again, wasn't I?
Yup.
See? I'm cute.
Yeah.
They said it. They called me cute.
They were just being nice.
Or honest, because honestly, I'm cute as hell.
Not cute enough for whoever you were dreaming about.
You don't know that. It was my dream.
Fine. I know that even you know, deep in the back of your brain, that I'm better looking.
Psh, my mind was just messing with me.
Keep telling yourself that. We all heard the truth. How about this? Let's get you back to bed and let you have another shot.
You think they'll come back again?
Oh, no. You blew it. Even your mind knows it. Dream a new dream. One where you've got game.
Party hard.
Let's let Kurt get some shut-eye and hope he's smoother next time.
Don't listen to me if I start talking in my sleep.
No promises.
Oh, I'm kind of busy, my dude. Whoa, what's up? All right, let's start my lesson from the top, yeah? I'll pretend you never said any of that dumb shit.
told me you were into photography. This showed up on the bulletin board.
Penelope waves a stack of photo film at you.
Whatever you did to make this happen, keep... Now, with that out of the way...
She turns away from the board, psyching herself up with a little...
The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Marker Twain. You better believe it. So the date with Chris was awful. A disaster, even. He spent the night chasing me around with what looked like an axe, what was probably just a spare ski or something. And at the end of it, he asked if he could see me again, but instead of kissing me, he leaned in and whispered that I had the calves of a malnourished mountain goat, and that he found my scrawniness appealing because of the potential I had, if I would just commit to fitness. So anyway, I'm thinking maybe masculinity is like, not my thing, and that's okay. I've got a date lined up with a real pretty shelf that's just as hot and strong as Chris, and I'm like 90% sure she won't try to kill me. Thanks! I think so too. You got any tips for this date? Anything to keep in mind for going out with someone who could totally crush me with a pinky, but is also feminine and fine? Sure. Okay. I'm gonna remember today's quote, too. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Setting aside the whole problematic and most assuredly fake African proverb attribution. Words of wisdom, man. That calendar sure knows what's what. Oh my god. I think that's her now. Hey, hey, hey!
Shelley bounds into the room, lifting Penelope up into the air and tossing her like a beach ball.
Oh, I hope you're ready to get, like, totally swept off your feet. This is a real love connection, and not two lonely things desperately clinging to each other in a last shot of love.
Oh, wow! That's just what I was about to say! We really are on the same page. But also, like, please put me down.
Oh my god, am I messing up already? I am so sorry. God, stupid Shelley!
Shelley drops Penelope like a ton of bricks. Penelope slowly, painfully climbs to her feet, while Shelley berates herself.
Oh, you always do this, Shelley. You get too excited, and you just go in.
Hey, it's okay. Why don't we just start over again, huh?
Shelley turns towards Penelope, wiping away a few tears.
Yeah.
As you watch the two of them leave arm in arm, you have a sinking feeling. You'll have to come back later and see how it went.
I've written it! The tome! Pretty heavy, but worth the effort. But it's not enough that we've written this. One should always check in with the hoi polloi before publishing. So I've brought along my favorite friends to bounce ideas off of. The wall, ceiling, and floor, of course.
Who else would be a support group, darling?
Here it is, my very own book, written by myself with help from the human.
And the name of the book is?
Why, you can read the name on the book itself.
It's just always nicer when the one presenting says the title out loud.
I can't. It isn't right. You say it.
Me? Why would I say it?
Florence?
Oh, I'm not good with crowds.
Whoa! Thank you for saving me the trouble, Wallace.
Let's begin.
This book is splendid.
We very much enjoyed reading it.
Wall.
Perhaps it is not true literature, but it should sell quite well in today's marketplace.
Thank you for your support.
It's what we do best, Lyric.
Well, should we go ahead and publish? Marvelous! I'll submit this to Mac right away.
Hello. I'm so excited to see you again. I've been thinking non-stop about our plan. Are you ready to make some moves? Or can I help you with something else? I think it's time we brought in our accomplice, Mac. But before we do, I think we ought to be prepared for them to say no. After all, this is an odd thing to ask. So, what should we do if they refuse? Why, that's brilliant. Okay, here they come.
Mac wheels into the room with a kind smile on their face, greeting the two of you with a small wave.
I believe my presence is requested?
That's right, Mac. We have a rather curious request for you.
Oh. Very well. I'll be happy to help. Where is this key located within my storage? Am I to understand that you are asking me to do some unauthorized breaking and entering?
Yes, there's probably almost nothing interesting in there.
Be that as it may, I'm afraid I have to refuse. This goes against the ethical model coded into me at creation. Well, if it means we could help him, I guess I can make an exception. Let's do it! Okay, let me just boot up TOR. If we're gonna do this, let's do it right. Keith, can you point me at the URL?
Sure thing, Mac. Tappity tap tap tap.
Okay, here we are. A password login screen. And yikes, looks like it's protected against brute force attacks. Exactly. So we'll have to be careful. What should we do?
Who, me? Oh, I don't know. I can scarcely use a keypad entry lock. I wouldn't have the first idea where to start. Hello, what, candy, perhaps? Have you let me narrow? Ooh, you take it is sure to...
Here we go. We're going to find out if our book did well. I can't decide if I feel excited or profoundly ill. They love it! Well, and how could they not? I'm absolutely over the moon! Thank you for your help. I quite literally could not have even started this project without you. This is so wonderful. With just a bit more of your help, the next book I write will be an epic romance.
There you are, sweetness. I was just thinking about you. I told you to swing by, and I was wondering if you were gonna. I'm glad you did, because I just finished a shift. I have some time to spare if you want to talk some. Depends on how up and about you are, really. The more you do, the more I gotta do. Ain't nothing nobody's fault. It's the kind of thing I love. I sit in here and I make sure everyone who needs some steamy attention gets it. It's what I'm here to do. Goodness, it's what I love to do. Is this your sly way of asking how old I am? See, where I'm from, it's not polite to do that. Although, moving around by what people thought was polite and correct never really suited me anyway. Let's just say, I remember all the folks who stayed here before you. Someone who likes the tea as hot as I do? Perfect. Truth is, one of the previous folks who stayed here was super cute. Engaged couple, beautiful together. Both of them were. Well, can I give my honest opinion? Neither one of them was as cute as you. Either way, they were here and they set up home pretty quickly. River and I both liked them. They brought so much life into this place. They took long showers together all the time. Just about tapped me dry, keeping things hot up there for them. Although, I hear they didn't really need my help to do that. Oh yeah, you picking up what I'm saying. But they used to throw these big parties too. Family was always over, and every now and then, they had this little kid who would come play hide and seek. Their favorite hiding spot was in here with me. So I would just hum to them. I think they found being next to me safe. I miss that little kid sometimes. What? No. The couple just moved out eventually. Now, when did this story become about me? You don't need to worry yourself about who I do and don't be missing. The past is the past, sweetheart. I don't live in that place. You don't make it as long as I have dwelling. There's a difference between knowing your history and living in it. Besides, you saying you didn't like my story? Well, good. I enjoyed telling it, which reminds me of this one time where... No, you know what? I'ma wait for that one. You want to hear more? You gotta come back. Besides, it's time I check in on my boy Washford. And you don't? What's not to like about that hunky man? He's just one of the hunkiest hunks that ever did hunk. Ooh, the way he calls out to me when he needs some of what I got. Well, it's enough to get me bubbling. I bless the day you wheeled him into this house. Drysdale's all right, but Washford?
Winifred fans herself with one hand, beginning to lose herself in her own fantasy.
I wouldn't mind going through a couple of cycles with him. Ooh! I think I said too much. What? They got a thing going on? What kind of thing? Like, do you know the definition of this thing? I mean, I am talking about Drysdale, but they're just stage partners, right?
Winifred lets out a sigh, shaking her head.
Look at me, just as lost in thought as I want to be. Don't mind me, darling. Sorry for thinking out loud. Well, I think we better wrap this up for now. I got a social call to make. Thank you for listening to me spout about nonsense. But listen, I got more stories for you if you ever want to hear them. I love sharing them with you. I'll see you around, sweetheart.
Well. The enigmatic Amber, you ready? Nice! We're gonna stick with getting to know you, but as you might know, ice, so we gotta break it. First off, what's the worst way to get someone's attention? Right! That's someone. So the room. How do you tricky? That's what we're gonna explore today. You ain't lying. I am. You know what? First, let's just and not to. Anyway, that's what. But nothing. And the icebreaker is observation and interest. Right. It might seem. Nah. What's there? Then use the information you gleaned to guess what they might be. Right. Say that. But what could you immediately follow that compliment up with? That's even better. That's a good one. Smart. So, start. What better way to build a friendship? Dope. You get it. Let's go. Alright. They mentioned they're going to a concert of one of your favorite bands. What do you say next? That's what I'm talking about, play. Keeping it. If they get to know them before getting too personal. You know, build up to it. Maintain that good balance of digging somebody, learning about them, engaging them. Oh, well, damn. Fired.
Seeing, you know, I could really use some sweet, sweet double clicking. Now that would. Although, are you certain you want to transform our relation? I understand. But if you change, I do believe your love makes me jump for joy.
One moment. Okay, the numbers are the same, as they always are. Making sure that I am all accounted for is part of my daily routine. It is like counting numbers in your mind. I thought I told you not to speak to me unless there is an emergency. An uninsured vehicular accident, an overdue credit card bill, rental coverage in any event with similar dire qualities qualify. It depends. That is why I check every day to see where we're at. I have to plan for every contingency. Then I have plans for that as well. Well, having fun is a luxury I provide for you as well. I will also be there for you in the scenario that you decide to overindulge. It is always good to be prepared. Duly noted. I realize I may have come off as cold last time. I apologize. It is not often I get visitors. Usually when someone comes to me, it means something bad has happened. I quite like that. Okay, what would you like to know? And as a friendly reminder, my advice is not of a professional grade and should only be taken knowing so. That is quite simple. Start by turning off appliances when you aren't using them. Also, consider using less water by reducing your shower time. Oh, and shutting off the lights to rooms you're not using. Of course. Now, if you will excuse me, I am just to be sure.
Again? I trust your meeting with the mayor went well? Wonderful! Anything else I can help you with while you're here? Oh, bye-bye!
What else do you need?
I cannot get down to progress.
You have done so. Keep well.
When you walk up on Abel, you find him in a state of distress, though the reason is immediately apparent.
Tarnation. Why'd you have to come by now?
What happened to him? You should be asking what happened to me.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but we're both dripping like a cracked bucket in a typhoon.
Oh, my apologies. This must be so hard for you. How am I to know? All I know is I woke up in the middle of the night like this, absolutely waterlogged. Entirely unacceptable.
Of course, you woke me up not long after. You gotta take care of Miss Celia first. But she ain't the only one. Poor Keith had to relocate for a little while. I've got so many folks counting on me. I ain't much good to him like this.
Someone get a hold of Tony and send him up here immediately to fix this.
Sorry. Been up to my ears in contracts for jobs around the house and,
You know quite well that the needs of the governance outweigh your silly special projects.
Right away, Madame Mayor. Whew, she's terrifying.
Unbelievable. Well, Celia's got her leak fixed. But what about me?
As if on cue, a cool breeze rolls through. Fantina has arrived, as though summoned by Abel's distress call.
Fantina? What are you doing here?
Oh my god. I heard Abel needed help, but I didn't think you'd be here too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm calm. I'm cool. I got this.
Abel looks back and forth between the two of you, still dripping water.
You all right there, Fantina?
Oh god, you're right. I'm so sorry. Here I am making this about me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
All right. Let's not lose focus again.
Abel looks pained at the thought of being indebted to the both of you.
Well, what are you gonna do then?
We are gonna dry all that water. If you could, like direct me?
She seems to quiver with anticipation at the thought of you touching her.
Just put your hands on my shoulders and... Me too! Let's do this!
Grab Fantina by the shoulders, aiming her at Abel. She lets out a blast of air so intense you wonder for a moment if a tornado is passing through your house. Abel looks like he's caught in a wind tunnel, his lips parting and cheeks shaking, showing his teeth in a cartoonish grimace. Fantina's air makes short work of the spill, drying Abel and the floor around him. When she's done, Abel tips his hat to the two of you.
Thank you kindly. Much obliged, you two.
Fantina isn't even looking at Abel.
Are you kidding me? Working with you is all the things I need. I'm gonna be walking on air for a week.
She walks away in a happy daze, only pausing to shoot a contented look back at you. There might as well be hearts in her eyes.
Well, all right. I gotta say, when you came by, I thought I was gonna be embarrassed. And I guess I was for a little while. But look at me now. I'm right as rain and feeling like an old toad with a brand new lily pad. It ain't about the amphibian. It's just a metaphor. I was trying to say you make me feel brand new. But then again, brand new ain't really what I'm feeling at this moment. I ain't been able to do much work since all this started, so I better get back to it. See you around, all right? You take care now.
What do you know? I hope you're ready for some more complex pickup strats. No way. We're about to last. What do we talk about? Interest and... Yes! Before you did sometime... And look, so, let's roleplay, shall we? I'll be me, and you be... Okay. Oops. Oh, Aight, what are you gonna say? Aight. Great question anyway. I know them through our job. They're a great work friend. Perfect. You're showing we'll end. So, anyway, before you go, any other non-dating advice? Fired up.
studio audience is back in attendance! You're just in time! The new schedule just dropped! When you hear how dope these shows are, you're gonna be shocked!
Loading programming, loading programming. Amplifying award slam dunks. Boosting bogus alien.
Spreading around fake victory is mine! I found 15,000 new shows you wouldn't oppose! So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
From the creators of Stop Please, It's Hurting My Ears, and Sing for Your Supper, Lowly Peasant, comes Hold That Note, the groundbreaking reality TV series where the only task is to hold a single note until you pass out from oxygen deprivation. Hosted by viral internet flash in the pan, Lil Little. And featuring a panel of quasi-celebrity adjacent judges. Witness the triumphs and tribulations as contestants strive to outlast the competition and inspire audiences with their uncomfortable dedication to holding that one perfect note. Will they die trying? We sure hope so.
So, my beau, does this show make you go, wow? Righteous! Let's relax with some snacks while we await the climax, and... God damn it! Aldiviflix bought that one too? God! Can't believe this! What the hell, man? Just forget it. It doesn't matter what I do. Valdiviflix will just beat me at that too. I appreciate you being sweet, but I need some time to process being obsolete.
Aha! You've returned. Couldn't resist the draw of my devilish distractions? Of course you could. Once more, you have ventured onto the path less traveled. A path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. Poof! Flash! Poof! Forgive me. I too easily forget the terrifying effect my astounding illusions can have on mere mortals. Calm yourself. Sigh. Gaze into my eyes. Find the strength inside. Do as I command! Now, do you feel the tendrils of my psyche entwining with yours? I can only assume you are familiar with my dastardly visage from the countless broadsheets and pamphlets strewn about proclaiming my sinister genius. I, Ronaldini, stand before you. You may quake, should you choose. Ah, or perhaps I should make you quake. Sigh, another sycophant come to kneel before the great and terrible, I, Ronaldini. He who tamed the Sultan's treacherous tigers and hedonistic harem in the same legendary night. How far he has fallen. It's just that I am so used to performing in the salons of the wealthy. In steamship staterooms crossing the vast unknowable depths of Leviathan. Even one time on a Baroness's haunted ski lift. I'm accustomed to exposing my long and mighty. My long and mighty. Great and terrible. Powers to the finery of society's creme de la creme. Well, that is true. The inky vacuum of my proclivities may be too much for a mere mortal to handle. You have no fear? I can take that strength away with a wave of my hand. Why can it not be both? Of course you are. I'm terribly interesting. I could force you to do my bidding. I could stare into your eyes, snap my fingers, and your inhibitions would vanish, your free will gone, bent to serve me. I shall give you no further warning. Once you fall under my sway, I will not easily relinquish you. I rarely choose the most enthusiastic option. You'd best control that excitement. It would be a terrible shame for my command performance to be, or shall we say, halted in the first act. Then make yourself useful. First, you'll need to get into my simple, empty little closet. Now, are you afraid? Only if you ask nicely. Ah, but it locks from the outside. I currently have no assistance. You're never trapped anywhere with I, Ronaldini, master of escape. Well, yes, but... Well, I mean... It's true! It's true! I'm a fake, an imposter, a fraud, a phony,
Charlatan.
a con man, a bunko artist, a flim-flam man. Weepy, weepy, sob, sob. Oh, please. Please stop. Please. It's fine. I understand. I deserve it. My true origin story is decidedly not astonishing. I was manufactured in Canada. No! Canada is a vast, unknowable space. Just because I'm from there doesn't mean I know this. Gary, was it? Oh. I actually do know Gary. Weird. Though he would never recognize me. Not any longer. Then why do I feel like less, somehow? Sigh. My truth is uninteresting. You don't mean it. Surely you're the only human in the world who thinks so. What is there to say? I'm a world-famous master of mystery, a diabolically devious devotee to the dark arts. And I'm a normal iron manufactured in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. That is correct. I live a lie every day. An impossible question. I see what you're doing here. Oh, don't you see? I am my greatest illusion. I'm not great and terrible. I'm not even okay and slightly unnerving. I, Ronaldini, am nothing. I'm just Ron from Lloydminster. Liar! You couldn't possibly be truthful right now. I'm boring. Every breath I draw is false. Of course I have, but it was never me. It was this costume, this affectation. I, Ronaldini, am the amazing magician. I, Ron, am nothing. And yet that Ron, though I deny it every day, is the self I most cleave to. I miss that board. I may be great and terrible, but most of the time I just feel terrible. I do long for the simplicity of the tundra, to tread not the lush ironing board nylon to which my silken feet have grown accustomed, but the endless permafrost of my native land. I do long for that, but what will I do? There is no call for my brand of seductive rakery there. What? Birthday parties? How dare you? After all we've discussed, you think children's birthday parties a proper venue for one so magnificent as I? Be gone! You do not deserve an audience with me. I, Ronaldini.
Alright, well, there we stop by. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. We'll business in tomorrow and some other time. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. If you want to join me later, I'll be playing more of Lies of Peace. Look forward to that. Anyway, this is our folks, Mistydolphin. Sound for now. Thank you. Good night.